Alright students, right now your assignment is going to be to write what I write and draw what I draw. This is going to end up being a page in your notebook. So you can draw this on some kind of digital format like Google Draw. I think it's a bit easier to kind of draw it by hand and then photograph it and put it in the notebook later. The page is going to be called density. Density is defined as the amount of mass per unit volume. And what that means is if you have two substances that are the same volume, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball this, meaning they're taking up the same amount of space. The amount of matter that's in that space is how dense the substance is. And remember, mass is how much matter an object contains. Matter is made up of atoms. So if you've got these two volumes for two different substances, they're the same volume, and one of them has a few atoms, and the other one is packed full of atoms, this one's going to be more dense. But you have to have the same volume, the same amount of space. More atoms in the same amount of space means more density. So there's an equation to figure out density, and it's mass divided by volume, sometimes seen as D equals M over V. There is a trick to remembering the equation for M over V. Since you love calculating density, you draw a heart, and then never mind, you don't really like calculating density. You draw a line through the heart, and that's M over V. M divided by V. The units for density are grams per milliliter or grams per centimeter cubed. Something else that comes into play is the density of water. The density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. So if you have two objects that are the same size, and one of them floats and one of them sinks, the one that sinks is more dense than water, and the one that floats is less dense than water. And that's density. We'll be practicing some equations with density, but for now, this is all I want you to put in your notebook.